Derby County completed an unbeaten December by going second in the championship as they beat Ipswich 2-1 at Portman Road. Rams manager Gary Rowett described the win as their biggest result of the season, and they got it with goals either side of halftime from Sam Winnall. Joe Garner got the Ipswich goal, the first conceded by Derby since their home defeat against the same opponents back in November, but the visitors stayed the course. Wolves' last gasp victory over Bristol City in the tea-time kick-off means Rowett's team stay in the top two. It was a bad day for the teams from the Steel City. Former Sheffield Wednesday striker Gary Madine got the only goal of the game as Bolton beat Sheffield United. In West London, strikes from Lasse Vibe and Florian Joseph-Zohan saw Sheffield Wednesday lose their fourth game in 5 at Brentford. The Blades were not the only promotion-chasing team to suffer at the hands of a side in the relegation zone, as Jacques Maghoma's late goal saw Birmingham beat Leeds 1-0. Sunderland, another side at the wrong end of the table, got a handy win as Aidan McGeady struck 5 minutes before half-time to down Nottingham Forest. Elsewhere, Abu Bakar Kamara's second-half double saw Fulham come from 2-0 down to draw 2-2 at Hull. Middlesbrough lost at home to Aston Villa. Barnsley and Reading drew 1-1, and very little happened at the Pirelli Stadium as Burton and Norwich drew 0-0. Results: Barnsley 1-1 Reading, Birmingham 1-0 Leeds, Brentford 2-0 Sheffield Wednesday, Burton 0-0 Norwich, Hull 2-2 Fulham, Ipswich 1-1 Derby, Middlesbrough 0-1 Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest 0-1 Sunderland, Sheffield United 0-1 Bolton. The performance of the day belonged to MK Dons, who won for the first time in 8 league games against Peterborough despite being down to 9 men after 35 minutes. Chooks Anek put the hosts ahead on 27 minutes, but red cards either side of the goal for Joe Walsh and Osman So left Robbie Nielsen's side up against it, but they held on for 9 minutes of injury time. Blackburn and Scunthorpe shared 4 goals in a promotion battle at Ewood Park, where the Iron twice trailed to Danny Graham goals but got a point courtesy of Connor Townsend's second-half effort. Charlie Wyke scored the opener and was sent off in added time in an eventful clash between Bradford City and Oxford United at Valley Parade. The Bantams held off the visitors to secure a 3-2 win. Shrewsbury made up ground on league leaders Wigan, capitalising on Friday's scoreless draw with Charlton at the DW Stadium by beating Southend 2-1 at Roots Hall. Portsmouth jumped into the playoff places with a 3-1 victory over Northampton at Portman Road. Matt Kennedy and Ollie Hawkins, twice, hit the net 3 times in 7 minutes as Pompey turned a 1-0 deficit into a 3-1 lead. In the rest of the league there was no shortage of entertainment. Plymouth travelled to Blackpool and AFC Wimbledon headed to Gillingham to return with a pair of 2-2 draws. Fleetwood also scored 2 on the road, their goals coming at Bury, but crucially did not concede and earned all 3 points. David Ball got the odd strike in 3 to give Rotherham victory at Walsall, and there was a 1-1 draw at Boundary Park between Oldham and Bristol Rovers. Results: Blackburn 2-2 Scunthorpe, Blackpool 2-2 Plymouth, Bradford 3-2 Oxford, Bury 0-2 Fleetwood, Gillingham 2-2 AFC Wimbledon, MK Dons 1-0 Peterborough, Oldham 1-1 Bristol Rovers, Portsmouth 3-1 Northampton, Southend 1-2 Shrewsbury, Walsall 1-2 Rotherham.